So I was just thinking about, earlier today I was just thinking about edification, right? Like iron sharpening iron. You're able to learn from the other person, they're able to learn from you. But I was thinking, when we go into certain interactions, I don't know, I feel like some of our default is to be like, all right, maybe this person is entering my life. Scratch that. Let's go a different direction. Let's go a different direction. What type of blessing are they bringing into my life? Right? Automatically, we're going to, all right, this person's come here. What value they adding? What value are they adding to me? Right? Or what sign am I getting from this person? That type of stuff, right? But do we ever think about the fact that we are also a blessing, right? Like we are a blessing to other people, right? So let's think about how people say that you should be the weakest link in your chain. How in a group, right, you should not be the smartest person in your group, right? There should be people that are reaching higher heights than you so that you have something to strive towards, so that you are encouraged, you're raising the standard every single time, right? So that you're able to get better. Even if you're the last one, you're getting better. Your time is better, right? So let's think about that, right? Your group, the people you're around, the environment you're in. How, let's say you are the person that is reaching a level that the others haven't even begun to think about trying to achieve, right? Let's say that. And then you're thinking, cool, like, all right, what if you start to conform? It's a dangerous game, because they say that the people around you really impact where you're headed, right? So instead of coming down to their level, how about you just take on that responsibility that, maybe I'm supposed to be the one who is dropping gems, right? Like, of course, we're not staying at this level. We're not going to stay stuck at this level. But maybe you are the one who is going to be doing the edifying, right? And I wrote some stuff down so I wouldn't forget. So it says, maybe you are not in that space to be edified. Maybe you are on assignment to do the edification. Therefore, you need to stand true in who you are, right? That's going to take some confidence. Like, okay, you know what? I know what I bring to the table. All right. I know I don't speak like you. I know I don't look like you. I know I don't walk like you. I don't have the same experiences as you. I know I'm different, and stand true in that. Like, they might be seeing you as weird, but you got to just know within yourself, no, I'm headed somewhere. I have a goal. Like, I am doing something that's important, that's significant. I am doing something that matters, that's important, right? You really need to just stand on the fact that you know who you are, you know how far you've come, and where you're at right now, it's a great level. It's a great level. It's not weird. You're actually doing something that matters. You're elevating. You're wise. Oh my days. And that's what it is. You are wise, right? Other people might think, you are so random. You are so weird. Bro, you're thinking outside of the box. You're thinking things they've never, challenged themselves to consider, right? But, so you just got to stand true in your realness. Stand true to your realness, right? And I guess kind of just not take it to heart or not take it personal when they don't understand you, right? Because you are speaking a completely different language. So stand true to your realness and genuineness, even though your environment doesn't enforce that or doesn't even encourage it. But you need to stand true on and stand on what you know, the truth, wisdom, right? Remember where you've come from. Remember that you weren't always thinking these higher thoughts. You weren't always thinking, these intelligent thoughts. Like, you put in some work, so don't get in this space now or this environment now and start downgrading or start settling or, start giving into low vibrations, or giving into, just being led by your ego, right? Just because that's the norm in the environment that you might currently be occupying doesn't mean you're staying there. Maybe you are on assignment to edify others. Like, maybe this isn't the season where you're surrounded by people who are helping you level up, who are teaching you, people who are challenging you to come on now, all right, we get it, you done that, all right, cool, let's go higher, right? Let's increase. Maybe this is the season where all you've learned so far, you bless somebody else with that. I mean, this is a different way to look at it when you are in an environment where it's like, eesh, I thought I came further than this, or how do I navigate this? I'm gonna have to come here often. How do I navigate this where I don't feel like I'm learning here, but I have to be here, right? Cool. Let's just flip the perspective. Maybe this is not the time for you to be blessed by the knowledge of other people. Maybe it's time for you to assume position, step into that role of, cool, I have learned some stuff, I know some stuff, right? And sharing that with other people. Maybe you're supposed to take that leadership role right now. All right. Yeah. So maybe over the course of however long you're there, oh yes. So maybe the whole point is, right? Because every single day they might look at you left, like you're the weird kid, right? Every day they could do that. But maybe there will just be that one day where you say that one thing that just sits with them. They're like, Maybe it's gonna be years from now that they're like, remember that one weird kid that said that one thing that, like, bro, that made some sense, right? Maybe it opens their eyes, opens their mind to something they would have never been exposed to before. And maybe that's the purpose of you being in this space. Not for the space to transform you, but for you to transform the space. So you have to come in there like you know who you are and be okay with making a change, being the one who sets the trend, being the one that people are looking at like, hold on, there's something different about you. There's something different. And at first they might be like, maybe it's not so good, right? And so maybe over the course of however you're there, maybe you'll just say one thing. Maybe you'll just drop one gem. Or maybe just simply your presence, right? They've just never encountered someone like you before. Maybe just simply your presence will make a change. Maybe it's just in one person. And you'll just spark a light within them. The light within you just spark into them. Maybe that's the point. Maybe the environment you're in right, maybe it's not a waste of time. Maybe it's not a waste of your energy. Maybe you shouldn't give up on trying, right? Maybe there is a point to it. That day in, day out, the mundane of here again, same thing again. Maybe there is a point to it. Maybe there's a purpose to it. And maybe it's that you are supposed to bless other people with all that you've learned so far. Maybe you're supposed to spread wisdom. And to you, it might seem like, what do I know? You know a whole lot. To people who may have not even started the journey, you know a whole lot. You're not even giving yourself credit for how far you've come, right? Okay. Flip the page. So, and maybe that change, right? Maybe that change may not be instant, but eventually, right? Eventually. So, I've just come to say that you might just have to be okay with being the different one. You might just have to be okay with being the one who's speaking a different language, speaking a language they don't understand. You might just have to be okay with being misunderstood, right? And that's just going to take a whole lot of you looking within yourself, you talking with yourself like, you know what? I know who I am. I know who created me. I know where I'm headed. I know the goals that I'm, reaching towards. And it's okay if they don't understand right now, but you stay consistent with the wisdom you're spreading. You stay consistent being intentional about the words you're speaking. You stay consistent with spreading love, spreading light. Even if it's, with people who like to talk about other people, and that when you walk away, they're probably gonna laugh and be like, what were they talking about, right? You might just have to be okay with being that person who is just standing out. But maybe you were never created to fit in, right? And that doesn't have to happen overnight, but maybe this is just a different perspective to look at it, right? Maybe you just have to be okay with never knowing if you made an impact. But you just got to be consistent and stay true to who you are and the journey that you're on, right? But maybe you just have to be okay with, you know what? I don't know if I'm making an impact in that person's life. All these words we're saying, all these actions, right? All this, how you're keeping yourself accountable and having all this integrity, right? Even when no one's looking, right? But you're being consistent with the love you're giving, the love you're spreading, the light you're spreading. And today might be the day that you say something or you do something or you help somebody out in a way that you're able to be like, oh, okay, I made a change. I made an impact. Okay, I'm able to see how I mattered today in that person's life. But maybe today is when you sow those seeds, but years later, it's when that change happens, and you'll just never know. You'll never know. Maybe you'll never know the impact you had on that person's life, and maybe you just have to be okay with that. Maybe, like this just called maybe, maybe. So regardless, first of all, everything, there's a purpose to everything, right? Things aren't just created for no reason, right? There's a purpose to everything, and somehow it's all connected. So regardless, maybe what I'm saying right now is the purpose. It's your journey, right? Take it and see if it applies. But regardless, right? Be you, be true, and all this from a place of wisdom. Just know that you have wisdom to spread, and this level that you're at is not the level you're staying at, but just hold on to truth. Hold on to truth. You know who you are. You know how far you've come. You know that what you're doing, and on the day-to-day, right? All these standards and boundaries that you've set, that it's for a purpose, and you're going somewhere with it. So hold on to that truth. Hold on to that wisdom, and continue to be consistent, right? Don't succumb to your environment. Change your environment. Be that change. All right, that's it. That's all I've come to say. Thank you for listening, and be the love you want to see in this world. Have a blessed day. Peace.